Welcome by a new trade recap. This week wasn't a good week for me, but this Friday made everything green again. So let's jump right to the trade recap. Now, you can clearly see on Thursday we were just accumulating and then we manipulated to the upside with an expansion to the downside after that. So this for me was again a clean AMD model accumulation, manipulation to the upside and then expansion down. But I did not take any trades, I remember, or maybe I took a trade, but it went break even if I remember correctly. But this expansion to the downside left a big Ferris FEG behind. Now, we did not retrace back to that FEG until Asia woke up. Asia woke up and we started retracing back to premium of the range, but Asia didn't handle to reach premium. So I was not expecting that. I was expecting Asia continued the drought to the upside to here. But Asia failed. Now, then London continued the drought on liquidity to the upside and we even swept Asia highs. After swapping Asia highs, price did not went much lower because we came back higher to soup those early sellers, turtle soup or an early liquidation. Then we continued going lower after the early sellers were out. This is a clean smart money manipulation and again accumulation, manipulation to the upside and then expansion down. This is an internal AMD model like you can see here on the bigger time frame or not bigger time frame, just a bigger move. This is internal structure and this is external structure, but never mind, I'm not gonna go over that right now. But you can see we swept Asia highs, we liquidated the early sellers and we expand to the downside, but not to sweep the Asia lows. I was expecting to sweep the Asia lows first before going higher, but price respected OTE. OTE is the area between the 0.62 and the 0.79 FIB retracement level. The FIB is a retracement tool. I grab the Fibonacci retracement from here to here to calculate the internal draw for a possible retracement to the optimal trade entry, OTE. So price returned inside OTE and here I was anticipating some longs, but I did not took some longs because we do had news 2 or 1 hour later right over here. So for me, taking trades before heavy impact red folder news isn't it. So knowing it was NFP, I was just tape reading and watching the markets before touching the buttons. Now, we respected OTE, we reached this bearish FEG as you can see, and price started to go lower. Then we had a little bit of tapped order flow because we had an FEG right over here. So now all I want to see was news taking out Asia lows or tap right inside premium. Now, I told Discord what my OP scenario was. As you can see right over here, I will share the screenshot what my ID was. And price did exactly what I wanted to see. NFP took out those early buyers and we immediately respected this FEG and we retraced back to premium, not premium, right inside OTE and this bearish FEG. Price broke this last higher high, so we do had a bullish breaker combined with this FEG that was left behind on the 50-minute is a unicorn setup. So knowing that, I knew many of my discords were shorting this bearish FEG because let's go replay. If you can see, price is just over here. Those were pretty clean shorts. Now let's play this forward. You can clearly see price respected my ID, swept those early buyers one more time. A clean turtle soup. Where is my turtle? And after that, price immediately went to the previous daily high, what was my original draw on liquidity. This is so clean, especially on the 15 minute and the 5 minutes also clean. Price swept the early buyers, came back to those bullish breaker block, tap inside this bullish FEG right at New York Open, right at 9:30, and then we continued to the draw on liquidity to hunt those previous daily highs. I did close right after we reached the previous daily high, but I should have left a runner, but I didn't. My bad. But I made like 3.3k, so to end the week like this, for me, it was more than enough because who can complain making 3k on a Friday? So I recorded everything live, locally. So here's proof of my execution, and you can watch the video of my live trade recap. So please enjoy and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Take care. We tapped inside OTE, we have SMT with ES, price retraced back inside this little FEG on the 5 minutes. Then I missed my first entry because it was news that later came out, so I did not enter or anticipate some trades. But after news came out, we left a big imbalance behind, as you can see right over here. Then price stepped in, we liquidated the early buyers, and then after a nice turtle soup, I took my entry. I think I entered over here and I entered over here, and right now I'm aiming at last previous daily high. We tapped inside a fair value gap and we're inside OTE. So because of that reason, news stopped pumping here. We retraced back, but for me this pump was too strong and we already had SMT VDS and we liquidated our early buyers over here. We retraced back inside the gap and now we are continue the draw on liquidity to hunt buy side. So for me this is an A plus setup. Let's see how it goes. And now we're on the upside of the gap. Ooh, heavily reaction. And now it's not trading anymore. Now it's just emotions. Taking profits, don't take profits. Fully close it over here because ES took out some highs. Let it run to full TP. Walk away with 2.2k now. Now it's all about emotions and controlling them. This isn't trading anymore. The trade I entered over here, this was pure logical and price structure and thinking about setups. Now it's just handling emotions. This is a very quick run. Damn. Very clean actually. Sheesh. I wish I did not enter low size because this was probably a 5 or 6k trade. But I did not enter full risk because with news and it's Friday, last day of the week, we did had NFP earlier today and some FOMC members speaking right now. So uh, 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 I'm gonna hold it to TP, full TP, because I know this last run gonna be quick. We're too, as I'm speaking, we're too close to buy side. The previous daily high is such a liquidity magnet, and maybe in 10 seconds we're gonna reach the goal. I'm not trying to jinx it, but this last run will be quick. So I'm gonna take partials right over here. There we go. And I'm out. Sheesh.